Okay, hello everyone. Okay, welcome. Hello everyone. Welcome to the live session today. Prashant is there. Good evening, Prashant. Then we have Khushi. Good evening, Khushi. Okay, so let us start everyone. Welcome to the live stream, and today onwards every day at 8:50 p.m. we will be having our live session जहाँ पे हम discuss करेंगे some of the very important topics. We will try to actually cover up the complete syllabus for your upcoming Sainik School Entrance Exam class 6th on these live streams. So daily from 8:15 we will be having the class for GK, either for maths, either for English, and either for intelligence. So today we have our class for the maths, and I have decided that we should start with the topic of fractions. So we will be continuing with that, but before that, all of you who are connecting with the channel for the first time, do not forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell notification. Also, you can like the live stream so that it will get your more and more of your friends will be getting help from it. Okay, who is there? Prashant is here. Prince is there. Good evening, Priya. Good evening, Navya. Good evening, Nilesh. And good evening, Biram. Okay, you like the video, Prashant. Okay, so thank you for that. So let us start, everyone. The topic that we have to discuss today is fractions. Okay, before that, just quickly let me know my voice is clear to everyone. Quickly let me know you are able to hear me. Okay, the voice is clear. Yes, okay. I think we need to zoom out a bit. The screen is getting a little blurry, so yes. We'll zoom out a bit and turn those lights off. Okay? Okay, so the voice is proper. Now the board is more clear. Okay, so we have fractions. Okay, so let us start. What do we understand by fractions? When we discuss about fractions, fractions is a very important topic of Sainik School Entrance Exam. So what do we discuss about fractions? Okay, anyone knows what is a fraction? No one. Which is a part called, a whole part is called fraction. It is partially correct, okay? Let me figure out with the lights thing after a very long while we are doing the live stream. Yes, now it's proper, okay. So fractions, what do we mean by fraction? Fraction is a part of whole. Write down everyone, what do we mean by fraction? A fraction is a part of whole. A part of whole is called as a fractions. Okay, so everyone, before starting, just take your notebook so that it will help you to make your notes. A fraction is a part of whole. Now, why do we call a part of whole is a fraction? Why do we say so? What is the reason for calling fraction a part of whole? क्यों कह रहे हैं हम fraction is a part of whole? So let's understand this with a story. Let's assume this circle is a cake, okay? And there I have divided this cake into 4 parts. How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So is this cake a whole cake? Okay, good evening Kushi. This is a whole cake. There are 4 parts in it, but together ये 4 parts मिला के क्या है? This is a whole cake. So can I say this? This is a whole. Can I call it कि ये whole है? The whole cake. And whole cake कितने parts से बना है? The whole cake is made up of 4 parts. Okay. Whole cake is made up of how many parts? 4 parts. Good evening, Viren. Now, what happened? Viren or Prashant or Khushi or anyone thought that this cake is very tasty. So what they did? They took this one part. Let's assume the second part is taken by any one of you. आप में से किसी एक ने ये second part ले लिया. Now what happened? This cake became like this. This part is taken by someone. Okay. So out of 4 parts, how many parts did, let's say, Prashant took? How many parts did Prashant took? Can we say Prashant took 1 part out of these 4 parts? So how will I represent the shaded area? Prashant took one part. So this is representing part. Okay, this is representing whole. Whole क्या है? Whole is the complete cake that is made up of 4 parts. But when you play or you took one part of it, आप उसका एक part ले लेते हो. So what you have taken? आपने whole का एक part लिया है. Now how will I express it? I will express it as 1 by 4. Why 1 by 4? Because आपने whole में से one part लिया. You have taken one part out of whole. Whole में कितने parts थे? 1, 2, 3 and 4. How many parts were there in whole? Quickly answer everyone. Good evening Vaishnavi. Yes, Viren, you can write it. There are total 4 parts in the whole. You have taken one part. So 1 by 4. You have taken 1 by 4. 1 यहाँ क्या represent कर रहा है? 1 is representing part taken by you. What is 4 representing? 4 is representing whole. Now understood? What is the meaning जब हम कहते हैं fraction is a part of whole? तो fraction is a part of whole का meaning होता है that जो upper portion होता है, the number that is written above the line, इसको भी हम कुछ कहते हैं. This we are going to learn. That represents part. However, the denominator represents the whole. So when we say a fraction is a part of whole, उसका क्या meaning होता है? Now everyone understood? What do we mean by? There were 4 parts. Yes. Okay. So a part of whole. So you can write this down. Very important thing about fractions. हम याद तो कर लेते हैं that fraction is a part of whole, but हमको meaning नहीं पता है. So fraction, when we say a part of whole, so this is we mean. Okay. Now let us take the examples of fraction. Okay. How do we represent fraction? So generally, how do we define it? A part of whole is fraction. Okay, a part of whole is fraction. Then second thing you should know is generally we express a fraction in the form of a upon b. कैसे हम express करते हैं fraction को? Generally we express a fraction in the form of a upon b. Okay, a upon b के form में हम fraction को express करते हैं. What is the meaning of a upon b? So when we say a upon b, so a and b can be any numbers where a and b are any numbers, but they should be unequal to 0. Okay, where a and b are any numbers which are unequal to 0. So हम fraction को किस form में express करते हैं? We express it as a upon b. Good evening Naksh. Yes. Okay, a upon b. Now it can be any number. A can be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it can be any number. So a upon b. Now what is a here? A is numerator. What do we call a? A is numerator. Numerator means any number that we write above the line. This line is called as fraction line. What do we call it? We call it fraction line. So any number that is written above the fraction line, that is numerator. How will you define numerator? Number written above fraction line. These are the very basics of fraction that we should know. Number written above fraction line is what is numerator. Okay, अगर number above the fraction line numerator है, so what will be the number below the fraction line? Answer everyone. What will be the number below the fraction line? Yes, Viren has answered. Denominator, correct. So B, the number below fraction line is denominator. Okay, the number below fraction line is called denominator. Okay, so this we have to keep in mind. Okay, denominator. Yes, Prashant, Vaishnavi, Viren, Kalpana, Very good. Naveen. Center line is the bar, or we call it fraction line. Okay, so write down everything. What we discussed till now, fraction is a part of whole. Fraction को हम कैसे express करेंगे? In the form of A upon B. A is numerator. This is fraction line. This is denominator. Okay, so this much we have discussed. So now let us look into some of the examples of the fraction. You can also provide the examples into the chat box. 1 upon 4. Okay. In the 1 upon 4, what is numerator? A is numerator. 4 is denominator. So we got 1 upon 4. Yes, 7 by 21. Correct. Viren, let's take your example also. 7 by 21 is also a fraction. Okay, similarly you can take 3 by 9, 8 by 7, any example, okay, any example you can take. There are infinite numbers of fraction. So, any example you can take, 9 by 16, 11 by 2, etc. Any example. All of them are the examples of fraction. Yes, Vaishnavi, 3 by 4. Okay, 3 by 4, you can write it as here. 3 by 4. So every fraction, have a look, has a numerator, has a denominator, has a fraction line. Numerator, fraction line, denominator. This is a common pattern that we have for all the fractions. So this is clear to everyone? Any difficulties till now? Prashant, Viren, Naveen, Kalpana, Khushi? No difficulties. Okay? Okay. So, one thing we have to study most importantly, and that is the topic of our today's class, is actually the types of fraction. Okay, so there are mainly 5 to 6 types of fraction, but today we will be only learning about 2 types of fraction. Types of fraction means fractions के types, प्रकार हिंदी में हम कहते हैं ना, that is the types of fraction. Okay, so today basically we are focusing on 2 types of fraction. Tomorrow we will learn the next kinds of fraction. Okay, so the first one we have is proper fraction. First kind of fraction we have is called proper fraction. Okay, and just opposite to that of proper fraction we have improper fraction. Okay, just opposite to proper fraction we have improper fraction. Okay, so memorize the name, proper fraction and improper fraction. Okay, so let's study one by one about each one of them. Now in the proper fraction, the word involved is proper. Proper का क्या meaning होता है? When do we use the word proper? You are dressed properly today. Your school uniform is proper today. That means it is perfect today. Proper का meaning that something is in a way जैसे उसको होना चाहिए था. When something is correct, that's when we will call it is proper. Okay, that's when we use the word proper. So proper fraction. Now, what are proper fractions? So, proper and improper fractions को हमने classify किया है on the basis of their denominator. What are proper fractions? Fractions whose denominator is greater than numerator. Okay? Fractions whose denominator is greater than or bigger than numerator. What do we call such fractions? We call such fractions as proper fractions. Okay? ऐसे सभी fractions जिनमें जो number होता है that is written above the number line, the numerator is smaller and the number written below the fraction line, the denominator is greater. We call such fractions as proper fractions. So everyone think of examples for the proper fraction. I am providing two examples here. And now you will tell me more examples. 3 by 4 and 6 by 8. These are my two examples. Okay. Okay, I think it is not visible. I'll write it again. Okay. So 3 by 4 and 6 by 8 are my two examples. You provide your examples. 3 by 4, 6 by 2, no way. 6 by 2 is not proper fraction. 8 by 9, yes Kalpana, it is a proper fraction. 8 by 10, 6 by 2, Viren, denominator is smaller. हमने क्या study किया? Denominator should be bigger, denominator should be greater in proper fraction. तभी तो वो proper fraction होगा. Okay? Yes, 5 by 10 is correct. 2 by 7, 5 by 7, 23 by 45, 8 by 10, 3 by 5, correct. Okay, it's okay. Okay, so proper fraction. Improper fractions क्या होंगे? Fractions just opposite. Proper fraction में क्या था? Denominator was bigger. In improper fraction, denominator is smaller. Fraction whose denominator is smaller than numerator. What do we call such fractions? We call all such fractions as improper fraction. Okay, the fraction whose denominator is smaller than numerator, we call all such fractions as improper fraction. Yes, so provide the examples from improper fraction now. 6 by 2, Viren, correct. 9 by 6, correct. Okay. I think Kalpana Joshi, I'm not recalling your name. You used to join beta a long while ago in the live classes. What's your name? My apologies, I'm forgetting your name. 5 by 2 is correct. Srishti it is, I think. 6 by 2. Deepti, 6 by 3 is correct. Yes, so difference is clear to everyone between proper fraction and improper fraction. What are proper fractions? The fractions in which the denominator is greater. Improper fraction, the fraction in which the denominator is smaller. Okay? Manit. Okay, Manit. I'll be calling you Manit. Okay. Okay, so now I'm giving you a few questions. Okay? And you will be providing me with the answers that whether it is correct or not. 6 by 9, correct, Kushi. Okay? So the first one we have is identify the proper fraction among following. Identify the proper fraction among following. I'm going to write 4 options. You will have to identify which one among them is a proper fraction. 9 by 2, 6 by 8, 11 by 3, 12 by 9. A, B, C or D. Which one is a proper fraction? 6 by 8. Very good, Deepti. Among the following. Yes, Viren, among the following. B. Very good. Okay. Yes, B, 6 by 8 is the correct answer. And which one among the following is improper fraction? If I change the question to question number 2. Among the following, identify improper fractions. A1 is 8 by 12, 6 by 8, 11 by 3 and 12 by 36. Identify the improper fraction now. A, C, D were improper. In this question now, next question number 2. Manit, I have changed the options. C1, very good. Correct, Vaishnavi, correct, Khushi. C1, 9 by 2 is improper fraction. Correct, Srishti. Nine by 2 is a improper fraction. Very good. Okay, so you learned about proper and improper fraction. Okay, so one more question we will do. Okay. Neeta has, okay, how many apples? Neeta has 24 apples. Among them, she uses 1/4. Part A. How many apples she uses? Find it out. How many apples she uses? Neeta uses how many apples? 6 apples. Very quickly. Manit. Everyone else, how many apples Neeta uses? 6. Very good. Okay. Good. 6. How will we calculate this? 1/4 apples she has used. That means she has used 1/4 of 24 apples. Okay. How will you solve it? 1/4 in place of we will put up a multiplication sign. Okay. In place of we will put up a multiplication sign. 1/4 multiplied by 24. 4 5s are 20. 4 6 are 24. So the answer is how many apples Neeta uses? Neeta uses 6 apples. Okay. How many apples she used? 6 apples. Okay. Now the same question. Part B. How many apples are left? How many apples are left? Go ahead, everyone. 18. Correct, Manit? Anyone else? Everyone? How many apples are left? 18. Yes. 18. Good. Correct, Deepti. 18. How we will do it? Total number of apples were 24. Among 24, we already found she used 6 apples. So 24 minus 6 would be how much? 18. So how many apples are left? 18 apples are left. Clear? Yes. Creeper Gaming. Very unique name you have. 18 apples are left. Okay? Good. And 2 more questions we go. Find 1/2 of 700. How we will do it? What will be the answer? Find 1/2 of 700. Okay, you are Kushal. Yes. Okay. Good evening, Kushal. Find 1/2 of 700. 350. Okay. And the 5th question is find 3/4 of 100. 350. Good, everyone. So Manit is correct, Srishti, Deepti, Viren and Kushal are correct. How we will do it? 1/2 of 700, that means 1/2 multiplied by 700. Okay, so it will give you 700 divided by 2, that will give you 350. So this is correct. 3/4 of 100, 75. Correct, Deepti. Correct, Manit. Correct, Viren. Srishti. Yes, Srishti. Okay, this is Srishti. Yes, Srishti. And Naveen, 75. So, 3/4 multiplied by 100. 4, 25. 25 threes are 75. Okay, so 3/4 of 100 is 75. Okay, so this much is clear to everyone. Today we have discussed about what? We discussed about fractions. What is fraction? Quickly revise it. Fraction is a part of whole. Fraction is composed of 2 parts. A denominator and numerator. What is denominator? The number that we write below the fraction line is called as denominator, and number that we line above the fraction line is numerator. The next we discuss types of fraction, in which we discuss today 2 types of fraction. The proper fraction and improper fraction. What is a proper fraction? The fraction in which the denominator is greater or bigger than its numerator. Like 1/4, 2/4, 6/8. Okay. And the improper fractions, the fractions in which the denominator is smaller than the numerator, like 2 by 1, 3 by 2, 4 by 3, all of them are the examples of improper fraction. So in the next class, that will be tomorrow again, sharp at 8:15, we will be learning about the like fractions, the unlike fractions and the mixed fractions. This we are going to learn tomorrow. So everyone, once again, we will be meeting tomorrow at 8:15 and tomorrow's class will be a little longer. We will try to extend it till 9 o'clock, okay? So tomorrow once again, we will meet at 9 o'clock and okay, your name is Kavna. So good evening, Kavna. Thank you for joining the live session. Tomorrow, everyone, once again, we will meet at 8:15 and now we will be summing up the class. आपको कोई topic लग रहा है अगर that it is important, you are lacking your preparation in that, so just comment down that topic. Any question is there in the difficulty, आप comment में questions लिख सकते हो. On Sunday, we are planning to create a live session where we will take out your doubt questions and we will be working on that. Okay, so with this we will sum up the live session. If you are connecting for the first time, do not forget to subscribe the channel. So what will happen tomorrow, you will get notified for the like session and also like the video. So bye everyone, good night and all the best for your preparations with Sainik School Entrance Exam. Bye everyone.